in 10 minimalist rules that actually work even if you're not a minimalist. Feeling overwhelmed by clutter? Drowning in stuff you don't even use? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into 10 minimalist rules that can transform your life, even if you don't want to become a full-blown minimalist. Hi everyone, I'm Jared, and welcome to my channel. We're all about creating intentional, joyful lives on a budget. Minimalism gets a lot of buzz, but it can feel intimidating. This video isn't about throwing everything away. It's about adopting practical principles to create a more peaceful and fulfilling life. We'll focus on intentional living and mindful buying habits. This rule is all about investing in quality. It might seem counterintuitive when you're on a budget, but hear me out. Buying cheap often leads to replacing items sooner, costing you more in the long run. There's a saying, "I'm too broke to buy cheap." It perfectly captures the idea that investing upfront saves money and reduces waste. Think about it. A well-made coat that lasts 10 years versus a flimsy one you replace every season. This rule also encourages slowing down your buying process. Researching and considering purchases ensures you're making informed decisions. Focus on buying the best quality you can afford, not necessarily the most expensive item. This rule is simple but powerful. Say no to things that don't genuinely excite you. This applies to purchases, commitments, and even relationships. It's about protecting your time, energy, and wallet. Saying no prevents clutter from entering your life in the first place. It also prevents burnout and resentment from taking on too much. Think about all the things you've said yes to out of obligation, only to regret it later. Trust your gut. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Learning to listen to your intuition is key to making intentional choices. It's okay to prioritize your own well-being. This is a fundamental principle of effective home organization. Decluttering before organizing is absolutely crucial. You can't organize clutter. You can only move it around. Organizing without decluttering is like putting a band-aid on a broken leg. It addresses the symptom, not the root cause. You'll end up with neatly arranged piles of stuff you don't even need. True organization often doesn't require spending money. Before buying bins and containers, get rid of the excess. You might find you already have everything you need to create a functional space. This rule emphasizes the importance of regularly evaluating your belongings. Be honest with yourself about what you actually use and what's just taking up space. Don't let sentimental value cloud your judgment. Letting go of items that no longer serve you is essential for maintaining a minimal space. This can be challenging, but it's incredibly liberating. Consider donating, selling, or responsibly disposing of unwanted items. A minimal space requires maintenance. It's not a one-time decluttering spree. It's an ongoing process of evaluating and letting go. Make it a habit to regularly assess your belongings. Keeping a wish list is a fantastic way to minimize impulse purchases. Instead of buying something on a whim, add it to your list and wait. This gives you time to consider if you truly need it. A wish list helps you differentiate between wants and needs. Often, the initial excitement fades and you realize you don't actually want the item. This simple practice can save you a lot of money. Delayed gratification is a powerful tool. It teaches you to appreciate what you have and to make more intentional purchases. The anticipation can often be more enjoyable than the actual purchase. This classic organizing principle helps maintain a tidy and functional space. When everything has a designated spot, it's easier to put things away and keep your home clutter-free. Knowing where things are saves you time and reduces stress. No more frantic searching for your keys or that one specific tool. A well-organized space promotes a sense of calm and control. For example, designate a specific drawer for kitchen utensils. Use labeled bins in your closet to store seasonal clothing. The key is to create a system that works for you and your lifestyle. This rule encourages you to avoid buying items that create more problems than they solve. Think about the long-term implications of your purchases. Will it require special cleaning, maintenance, or storage? Consider the potential downsides before you buy. That trendy gadget might seem cool, but will it actually make your life easier, or will it just add another item to your to-do list? Pay attention to that meh feeling. If you're not genuinely excited about an item, don't rationalize it. It's better to wait for something that truly resonates with you. Before making any purchase, ask yourself, why am I buying this? Having a clear reason helps you avoid impulse buys and ensures you're spending your money intentionally. This rule forces you to reflect on your shopping triggers. Are you buying something because you're bored, stressed, or influenced by advertising? Understanding your triggers is the first step to breaking free from them. Challenge yourself to justify every purchase. If you can't articulate a clear and compelling reason, it's probably not worth buying. This simple question can save you from a lot of regret. This rule, popularized by Marie Kondo, encourages you to keep only the items that spark joy. This applies to both decluttering and buying. Surround yourself with things you genuinely love. Be honest with yourself about what brings you joy. Don't keep something just because it's expensive or sentimental. If it doesn't make you happy, it's time to let it go. This rule isn't about being frivolous. It's about creating a home that reflects your personality and values. It's about surrounding yourself with things that uplift and inspire you. This rule promotes delayed gratification and encourages saving. It's a powerful way to avoid debt and make more intentional spending decisions. Resist the urge to buy now and pay later. Relying on credit or buy now, pay later options can lead to a cycle of debt. It's tempting to buy things you can't afford, but the long-term consequences can be devastating. This rule encourages intentional spending. It forces you to prioritize your needs and save for the things you truly want. It's about taking control of your finances and building a more secure future. Let's quickly recap the 10 rules. 1. Buy nice or buy twice. 2. If it's not a hell yes, it's a no. 3. Declutter first, then organize. 4. If you don't use it, you lose it. 5. Wish list and wait. 6. A place for everything in its place. 7. Don't buy a problem. 8. Have a why before you buy. 9. Spark joy. And 10. If I can't pay for it in full today, then I can't afford it. Now, let's talk about actionable steps. For buy nice or buy twice, research brands known for quality. For if it's not a hell yes, practice saying no to one thing this week. For declutter first, start with one drawer. For if you don't use it, set a reminder to evaluate your belongings monthly. For a wish list and wait, create a wish list and wait 30 days before buying anything on it. For a place for everything, designate a specific spot for your keys. For don't buy a problem, research potential downsides before buying. For have a why before you buy, ask yourself why before every purchase. For spark joy, declutter one area and keep only what you love. For if I can't pay for it in full, start a savings account for future purchases. Remember to start small and be patient with yourself. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What are your favorite minimalist tips? Share your experiences in the comments below. Let's create a supportive community where we can learn from each other. There are a lot of misconceptions about minimalism. It's not about deprivation or living in a sterile white box. It's about creating a life that's aligned with your values and priorities. It's about owning less, but owning better. Adopting these minimalist rules can lead to incredible benefits. You'll have more time, less stress, and greater financial freedom. You'll live a more intentional life filled with things you truly love. I know it can feel overwhelming to start, but you don't have to do it all at once. Just pick one rule and focus on it for a week. You'll be amazed at the difference it makes. You've got this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found these minimalist rules helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tips on creating an intentional and joyful life on a budget. In my next video, I'll be sharing my favorite decluttering hacks. Remember, you don't have to be perfect to be a minimalist. Just focus on making small, intentional changes that align with your values. You're on your way to creating a more peaceful and fulfilling life. See you in the next video.